Get ready for relationship talk and much more with RadioOnFire.com, home of The Voice of Reason. Now, here is your host, Nina B.
Hey, welcome to Wednesday with your girl Nina B. Oh, sorry about that. My phone's going off when it's time for us to be on air. Welcome to another edition of The Voice of Reason with me, again, Nina B, on RadioOnFire.com. You can log on and watch us or just listen, www.radioonfire.com, or you can catch us later on YouTube. What's the... Okay, well, I just wanted to be sure that y'all didn't miss it. Okay, if you want to call in and join us, the number is 404-436-1277. And also, just to let you know where you can catch up with me during the week outside of the show, it's ninabbartending.com, www.ninabbartending. And you can also catch up with us and follow on my business Instagram. It's NBBHS_official business page. And again, you can find us on Facebook under Nina B Bartending. If you want to catch me in the streets, I have some events coming up for the public. This month, on the 14th, we'll be celebrating the birthday of a really, really great client and friend at the Delta Center, 2501 Spring Hill Avenue. The event is from 9 to 1. You will catch myself along with some of the Nina B bartenders behind the bar. Also, 4/25, that's April 25th, one of the biggest expos that we have twice a year. The spring edition of the Over Accessorize event will be at the same venue that it was this fall, the Scottish Rite Building, 3900 North Charles Street, from 4 to 8. Tickets are $10. If you want some, please contact us so that way you can get your tickets, because it sells out every year and every season. We're also May 23rd, Memorial Day weekend. You can catch us behind the bar at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center, 401 North Howard Street, from 10 to 2, doing our thing as well. And finally, you may not catch us behind the bar, but you will see our products and the gift bags for the first annual CEO Bash. Anyone who's an entrepreneur, a business owner, or someone who's just striving to be, you should be at this event. It is June 5th. If you need any additional information, feel free to give me a contact via Facebook, Instagram, email. Email is also nbbhsinfo@yahoo.com. The first CEO Bash will be located at Mate, 3610 South Hanover Street, from 6 to 10. I will give you all the information again at the end of the show, so stay tuned. But before we get into all of the things that we get into, let's catch up on a week. So, Mr. Diamond K, how has your week been?
Very good, very good. Had a very good week. Oh, I always have a good week.
Anything interesting happen?
Yeah. Always interesting stuff happen.
Do tell.
Well, I didn't say I was going to share.
Well, share. You can't listen. We share here. Sharing is caring.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna. Here's the thing. I'll share very soon. How about that?
Very soon.
I'll share very soon.
Uh oh. I'm nervous. Every time you say something like that to me, you stall. It's always something big.
I mean, I'm not trying to. I'm not
just
trying to set the stage enough. I'm just saying.
Listen. Somebody having a baby?
No.
You getting married?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Fine. All right. Well, if you just say that was good, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Everything's good. So you have a lot of events coming up. Spring is in the air.
Yeah.
We can get past this snowstorm that it seems like every couple of days they predict a snowstorm. And so my theory is when there are quote unquote snowstorms coming, the ratings go up for the news.
Oh, and absolutely.
Right. So I think that they just kind of throw this out there just to get their ratings up. Now, sometimes it happens and sometimes it don't.
They've been rolling the dice a whole lot here lately. They've been rolling the dice all winter long, and it's been leaving people confused and angry because you spend your time running to the store, leaving your job early, and all it does is flurry, you're a little pissed. I would be a little pissed. So I'm just saying. Also, before I forget, just to let you all know, all the business owners, I did mention, regarding one event. If anyone would like to advertise with us, please, 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 we love sponsors. Feel free to contact us so that way you can get your information out there to people, to all of our listeners. We have great listeners, and they can be great clients for you. So just to let you know, give us a call, and him co-signing it. So that way we can get your information out there by you sponsoring with our show and all the other shows that we have on air. So just wanted to get that little nugget out there before we get back to your weekend.
So you're back to me.
Yes.
Like I said, it's not too much. I don't want to get into too much just yet, but I will give you the exclusive. How about that?
Okay.
I'll give you the exclusive.
Okay. I'm ready.
Not now. But when it comes, you get the exclusive. I mean,
are we having a visitor
There's
today?
nothing to say. No.
Oh, I was going to say, you didn't tell me we were having a visitor.
Nah. Are we having a guest?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, no.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm waiting for.
Wait, it's nothing to wait for. I just said I had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. I always have a great weekend.
Okay, well, let me tell you about my week. Let me tell you about my week and some of these McNuggets that I keep running into. Okay. I just feel like this week, some of the guys have just been coming at my throat this week. Like, I don't understand what has been going on with a lot of people. Like, this guy really flipped out on me because he told me he couldn't date me till the springtime. But then when I fell back, like, what you mad for? And then he wanted to flip out on me because we went on a date. Sir, you took me out with a Groupon. Chill. I really need you to chill. Yes, people, I will give it to you.
All right, hold on.
Air.
Hold on. So
when you come at me like that.
Let me make sure that I understand you. He said he can't date you until the springtime. Why? Did he give you a reason why?
He doesn't like the cold.
Okay, so he was saying, when we gonna hook up, he wants you to come over.
Oh, listen, he was trying to hook up.
Well,
he thought I was gonna keep him warm to the spring.
Okay. And so you were saying, no, take me out, that type of stuff.
I was saying, let's go out, get to know each other. Maybe catch a happy hour. Like, he wouldn't even go out during the week. Like, he couldn't even.
Maybe he.
Here he go trying to make excuses for him.
I'm not trying to make excuses for him. I'm just saying.
The spring.
Maybe he's on the run.
The spring, y'all.
Maybe he's on the run.
The spring.
It's spring again.
I had to wait till the spring.
I mean, it was a cop out, but.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Did you go and chill with him?
No.
Oh, dang. Okay.
I just want the people to know how bad it is.
How bad?
With the dating, like, these are the things that I deal with.
That's just one guy. That's all you got?
No,
is that all you got?
No, he's not the only one.
Okay.
I've been avoiding.
Give us another one.
I've been avoiding messages from another guy who's been going off on me and things like that, who couldn't find time. So when you can't find time, I find something else to do. It's as simple as that. So don't have time, I'll find something else to do. I'm single. I have that option. There you go. Until someone changes that, I'll find something else to do. I don't have to wait for you. What? You have this perplexed look on your face. You don't know? Is that too harsh? Someone please send a message. Call in.
Say that again.
Is that too much?
Let me make sure I understand.
Am I being too harsh on these guys out here?
The guy who said that he doesn't like to go out in the wintertime.
We had our first date during the winter.
Did y'all go out?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe,
hold on.
Maybe his money's funny.
Hold on. Did you really? What do you think? I went on a first date to his house?
Well, I don't know. I thought y'all hadn't gone out at all.
No, we had gone out.
Okay.
And our date ended abruptly when I would decline him coming to my house.
He said, "Oh, I gotta go. It's cold out here."
Yeah, the date was over. The date was over.
Okay, so you know what that is already. So it's not that it's not that. I think you know what it is. He's in a relationship with somebody, and he can't spend. He doesn't have extra money to spend. And
I apologize, viewers. I had to fix this whole situation.
Okay,
I'm listening.
Did you just have a Wendy Williams moment?
Yeah, I had a lot of things going on over here.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
This one curl, like, I'm trying to figure out which.
Can you see
it?
You can see it. You can see it right there?
Yeah, I can see it. It's just it's gone with the wind.
You want to go to a break?
I'm going to get it together. I promise you. I'm sorry. This is what happens when things are live. You going to catch everything. So.
That's true. So you think he's in a relationship?
No.
You just think he's cheap?
I think he's just trying to fuck.
Okay.
And I'm not interested in that. And I made that very clear.
Right. So it's like it's no free fucking. Essentially, I mean, so you're saying maybe you could consider it if he made an investment. If he made an investment,
Can somebody come in and help me?
It's
please,
funny that I was having this conversation.
Situation?
I was having this conversation with somebody on Facebook.
No free fucking.
I don't really like to get in these type of posts, but a friend of mine posted. Well, actually, let me say it this way. This is funny. The ex-wife of one of my best friends in the world posted something about cheap guys and guys being cheap. One of those ladies, don't you hate it when guys are cheap? That kind of thing.
I've taken guys out,
and that's good because in this women's movement, that should be happening. But
to a certain extent.
But let me say this before we get on that, because you opened up a whole another box. But I think that she made the guys being cheap comment, and of course, ladies chimed in, high-fiving each other with that type of stuff, and it prompted me to post something along the lines of, so women really like a guy who is bad with his money, spends it on anything, and just goes out here tricking for the sake of not quote unquote being cheap. And that is the person that you want to split your bills with. That's the person that you want, somebody who just throws money around like it ain't nothing.
Well, maybe their
that
bills
makes
not
no
in
sense.
Order.
Huh?
Maybe their bills aren't in order.
Here's my point. If a woman goes somewhere and asks a guy to buy something and he says, nah, I'm not spending that. Maybe he doesn't like the price. Maybe he feels it's overpriced and he says no, right? The woman, a lot of women in their mind think that they're cheap, that the guy's cheap because he don't want to pay that price.
Are you talking about dating or a sponsor in another term?
I'm talking about because strictly dating.
Okay,
I'm talking about dating.
Well, I'm not asking you to buy me.
I wasn't speaking about you. I told you I'm talking about one of my best friends in the world. His ex-wife posted it, and so like 50 girls chimed in, high-fiving it. Yeah, girl, I hate a cheap ass nigga. Yap. But my point is define cheap. So if a guy, if you go to McDonald's or wherever you going, any place, my point is I'm trying to figure something that's overpriced, and you know the price of this, and you clearly see that it costs more than it's supposed to cost, an inflated cost, and the guy, man, I ain't paying for that. That's too much. I'm not buying that. And the girl says you're cheap.
Okay, I will classify a guy as cheap as if we go to Fridays.
Okay.
And he tells me to stick to the. What is it, 2 for $20 menu? I'm gonna call you
Applebee's.
cheap.
Applebee's.
Yeah. Whatever, whoever. If you take me,
so you said that if he has a budget for that, okay, all right, that means he's cheap.
Take me where you can afford.
That means that he's cheap. If he says, get something off of this,
you know what? I think it's tacky.
Tacky.
Take me where
I'll
you
give
can
you
afford.
tacky.
Take me.
I won't give you cheap because that guy could have, $2,000 in his pocket, but that money could be for something else.
Well, then I'll say that's.
So that doesn't mean he's cheap. So women define
cheap to me.
cheap.
Okay, cheap to me is when we've been together for a long time, and I have to argue with you about buying me gifts or doing certain things with me. When I'm open to doing those things with you.
Okay.
Cheap to me is when we do have it, and I know you have it.
Right.
And
he doesn't splurge it on dumb shit.
It doesn't have to be dumb things. It could be what's the father name on Everybody Hates Chris? He's cheap. He's cheap. He's buying off brand.
Most guys are not like that, though.
But that's cheap.
That's it. Yeah, that's cheap.
Like
most guys are not like that. So if that's how y'all defining cheap, most guys ain't cheap then.
Well, that's how I define it. Because if I know you have it, then you just
how do you get
it?
But this is what confuses me about this. How do you get it if you're not frugal with it? The guys who
are
have
cheap
it
for what they want to be cheap for.
The guys who have it spend it wisely. The guys who
listen.
don't have it are the ones who throw the money around.
No,
how many
not true. Not true. I have a friend of mine who's very cheap. He's very cheap, but
Okay.
he will be in line for them Jordans or whatever.
Because that's the shit he like.
Because and
That's
exactly,
he's
guys
not
are
cheap though. He's
guys
not
are
cheap.
Yes, he is.
He spends money on
Yes.
what he likes. Now here's
Exactly.
the thing.
He's cheap for what he wants to be cheap
you know what
for.
I just realized?
You're not gonna come
Nina
over here.
B, you know what I just realized?
What?
Women who think like you and my homeboy's ex-wife are the type of women that make NFL players and NBA players broke. Not the star ones, but the ones that ride the bench. Because and let me tell you why. So they get you know, boy, you got $1 million contract. You can't spend a little bit of money on this or on that. So he does it because he's listening to y'all because he's dumb. And then, you know, little bit of time he gets cut, he gets injured. Now he don't have no money. Okay, because he was not frugal with his money.
You don't
so
have
he
to
just
be,
threw the shit around.
Pause.
I mean, you
Time
can
out.
afford it. I know you can afford
Time out.
it.
You can be responsible and still buy and treat yourself to things. I'm very responsible with my money, but I'm not cheap.
Of course
And
not.
I'm not
because
just
you
out
have
there
guys
throwing it
who will,
away.
you have guys who will either pay,
Lies.
take you out on a
Lies.
date, or keep it moving.
Lies. Well, that's true right there.
Right? Is it going to be one of those things?
Nobody buys anything or pays anything for me.
So
nobody.
So they cheap now.
No,
They're not cheap.
I don't ask nobody to buy me anything.
Okay.
So there you have it. So maybe I'm the wrong person.
Well, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about them other girls.
Maybe I'm the wrong person to ask this on because first of all, there's not even that many around that's willing to go out on dates, you know, all season.
Guys go out on dates. Whatever you talking crazy right now.
I said all seasons.
That guy's in a relationship with somebody.
Okay, well then she can keep his
It's
ass.
not that he doesn't want to go out. It's he can't go out, and he took a chance going out that one time.
He can only go every other weekend.
Oh, good.
So he must have a chick. So
Yeah,
you're
he
right.
got-
You may
he
be
got a
right.
chick. He got
He
a
can't
chick.
come out during the week.
Okay.
He can't
Yeah.
come. But even though I've known married men that have come out all hours of the day and night. So
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on where he's at in a relationship.
wow.
You know what I mean? He might be on his last leg, and,
So
and
he gotta
he
stay
used to
his
be
ass
that
home.
guy that used to come out all the time, and now he's not.
Well, I tell you this much: she can keep his ass, be it his mama or whoever the chick is that he's staying with.
I'm just glad.
I'm not interested.
I'm glad that things have flipped around, and now women are getting what they asked for. I'm really
What is
glad.
it that
I'm
we're
really glad
asking
about
for?
it. Okay, I'm really glad about that.
What is it that we're asking for?
Now y'all getting what y'all asked for.
What is it that we're asking for?
What you mean?
You said it. Please explain. Elaborate.
I thought we was gonna take a break first.
Is that what we're about to do?
Yeah, let's take a
All
break.
right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back, and he'll
when
come back with his foolishness and all this
when we
other
come
bullshit he
back,
talking.
I'm going to tell you why I'm happy
We be back
that ladies
because
are
I'm not
getting
listening. I'm not listening.
what
We be
they
back.
asked for.
We be back.
Do you have a business, product, or event that you need to promote to men and women ages 23 to 44? If so, Radio on Fire can help you do it with one of our promo packages. Our broadcasts reach over 150,000 people per month. Sponsorship for one or all of our radio programs can include live mentions, social media posting, commercials, and more. Visit radioonfire.com/advertise to find out more about a promo package that fits your needs. Rates start as low as $50. If you want to reach men and women ages 23 to 44, log on now. radioonfire.com.
Hey, wow. Welcome back to the Voice of Reason. I'm your girl, Nina B. Once again, we are here on Radio on Fire, www.radioonfire.com. He is throwing me completely off today. Again, you can call on 404-436-1277 if you would like to join the conversation.
Right.
He is within an inch of losing his life right now, Mr. Diamond K, because of some foolishness that he is saying out of his face. So,
Damn.
back to that stupid shit you
It'd be
were
a
saying.
lot of mad people if I just like lost my life just like right now. Okay, here's the thing.
Okay.
Women for a long time have said, and of course you're going to say this is not you, but you know women like this.
Okay.
They have said, they can do anything a man can do, and there's equal rights, and I'm all for that.
Got you.
Right? But it comes some other stuff with that, right? Women can do any job that a man can do.
I'm just looking
right?
at you. I'm not agreeing.
And now y'all had to pay for stuff too. Y'all got to take guys out too.
We have to.
Yeah, because y'all said y'all can do everything that guys can do. And so I think that's cool.
Listen.
I think that's cool.
Listen, women burn their bras in the 60s and 70s. I don't know where y'all can getting this shit from right now.
Okay.
We're in 2015.
Sure.
Okay.
But y'all just catching up. Y'all just catching up with the fact that
oh my goodness
y'all have to do the
gracious.
same things. Like y'all wanted for a long time, y'all wanted just the benefits, the good parts of things that guys do. Now that y'all getting the whole thing, now it's is a whole generation of women that have taken care of niggas. Before that didn't happen before.
Well, that's because men want the same things that women get. So let's talk about that.
What?
Now,
What do you mean?
Now, I'll say this.
How though?
Wait a minute. Now, if you wanna open that can up,
It's open.
let's talk about the men. Males, because just because you have a dick doesn't mean that you're a man. The males who expect for a woman to care for them. Okay, they want to be in our positions. So at least if you're going to talk about a woman and what it is that we want, let's talk about those guys too. Wait, hold on, because I gave you your minute on your soapbox. Because I get hit with a whole lot. Well, damn, you can't take me out, shorty. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling you. Nigga, please.
Whoa,
Listen,
wow.
Yeah.
You can't take him out?
In the beginning, listen, I for one like my place as a woman.
Well, that's good.
I am not interested in being a man, heading a relationship or household,
Okay.
or even hustling as hard as I have to like a man. I enjoy what I do, but I'm not built for that. I, for one, know my place and I like my place. Like I told you on break, I like my coochie just where it is. I like wearing skirts. I don't want to wear, the pants like a man. I'm not interested in all that. Somebody had posted on Instagram earlier, something about, think like a man, end up without one. And she asked if it was true or not. And I said it is true. Because,
so what does that mean? Think like a man, end up without one.
Like the book and the movie and things like that.
Okay, so she's saying do that kind of stuff and the guy will leave.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I'm not interested in thinking like a man. I want to think like a woman and take care of my man in the way that a woman should, just like a man should take care of his woman in the way that a man should. Lead a relationship. I have a lot of guys that come along and leave it up to me to make all the decisions and things like that. But then once you've done that, then you left it up to me to lead. And if I'm leading, what good are you if you're trying to be in my position? Because you just want to sit back and chill and have me cook food, and then I got to be sexy and cute, and I got to make all this money, and what the fuck? What are you doing?
Okay.
I can buy a set of batteries and eliminate you all together.
Y'all want the best of both worlds. In our grandparents' relationship, okay, who was in charge of the household?
My grandfather.
No.
Yes.
No.
My grandfather,
No.
he was
Let me
the
tell
head
you,
of the
your
home. My
grandmother was in
made
charge. Now, your grandmother was in charge, but your grandfather thought he was in charge.
Well, that's true.
And that is how the relationship is supposed to be.
The neck and the head.
The woman is really in control. Man just got a whole bunch of mouth and think he's in control.
I'm not saying that's not
however,
true.
the old school relationships, that's how it was. But in y'all minds, as kids, granddaddy wasn't really running it.
So are
when
you
the door
telling
was
me-
closed, grandma was really running it.
Okay, but granddaddy also properly courted my grandmother.
Yeah, he properly courted. He worked hard.
He took care of her. He paid the bills.
Yeah,
he did what he was supposed to do.
Well,
wait a minute.
That's what he did.
Wait a minute.
He brought the money home, and grandma paid the bills.
Wait a minute. Well,
with that money that he made.
My grandmother was a splurger, so
okay.
we're not talking about my grandparents, but he did what he needed to do as a man.
Okay.
And in that, like I said, he dated my grandmother properly. He married my grandmother. They had, my mother or whatever. They did it the right way. These guys are not for that these days. Like I told you, this one guy, back to the one guy, he wanted to come over. He wanted to be in my bed before he got to know me. That's not the right way to do things. Get to know me. You can get sex all the time once we together. You ain't never about to want for it, but get to know me first. These guys don't know how to date anyone. They expect to, oh, I like you, or I done sent you a text message. Let's fuck. No, it don't work that way. Now, I'm not debating that, my grandmother, pretty much did run things, but let my grandfather think he did so. Right. But she was still in her place as a woman. My grandfather always had food on the table. Even though my grandmother went to work, my grandmother still made sure he had a hot plate when he got home from work.
Now, why? Now, okay, that's good. That's good. You brought up a good point. Why do women? And see, every point you bring up, it only proves my points.
Oh, my God.
So why is it that women nowadays in 2015 act like it's so difficult for them to work and, like you said, also cook for the guys that need it? Because I can cook. So I don't, whenever I get married and all that, I can cook, she can cook, she can't cook, I can cook. Well, however it happens. Mm-hmm. We won't be hungry.
Right.
But my point is that some guys can't cook or don't want to cook or feel like they're not supposed to cook.
Well, if you don't feel like you're supposed to cook, then you're supposed to do other things to compensate that.
What you mean?
If you feel like I'm supposed to be barefoot pregnant and in the kitchen, then I need you to be paying all the bills so I don't have to work.
Okay. I agree with that. I agree. If that's what the guy thinks, I agree with that. I think, though, that a lot of women want the best of both worlds, and guys do it too, but not the same way. But some women act like it's too much, like working, taking care of kids, cooking, taking care of the man, whatever, is like some new shit, and they the only women that ever had to do it. It's like, you expect me to do all that? Women been doing it for centuries.
That's because now women are turning up.
Right. Right. And if you want to turn up,
they get home. Now, okay, so
if you want to turn up, that's why you have these guys who are going out and saying, okay, I need something from over here. I need something from over here.
Well, women are doing it too. Because
that's true.
I mean, it seems like everybody's doing it. Honestly, in real shit, not to keep going back and forth about it, but I'm looking for balance. I want balance. I want, I don't mind cooking. I love to cook. So that's not an issue for me. But if you come in with your rules and stipulations, then I'm going to have mine as well. But if I don't feel like cooking, can you cook? Or can we go out to dinner? Because I'm not going to be able to do it every day. You want a back rub? Shit, I've been on my feet all night too. Can I get a back rub? So
let's 50-50. That's 50-50.
Let's have some balance. But overall, if it comes down, if I hit you and I say I need you, and I'm coming to you with a problem, and you're just like, damn, well, I don't really know what you think about it. You really not gonna serve me a purpose. Or like I had, a friend of mine or whatever, something was broken in my home. He saw that it was broken. I didn't even have to ask. He just fixed it for me. That's a man to me. When a lot of guys I come across where I say that it's something wrong, and they just like, well, damn, I'm sorry to hear that or whatever. But then at the same then in the same token, they trying to fuck me. So and it's just like, dude, what am I supposed to do with that?
But see that guy now, all guys, and this is the big problem. A lot of guys in this generation, this is not the only generation, but it's really prevalent now because of this mindset that I'm speaking about. But a lot of guys are being raised by single mothers. Mm-hmm. Now, the guys, a lot of times, this is not across the board, but a lot of guys who are raised by single mothers don't know everything that they're supposed to know as a man because the man was not there.
So no uncles, no grandfathers.
Yeah,
no
but somebody who's in and out can only give you part of it. A part-time role model is going to give you part of the story. So a lot of these guys don't know everything that they're supposed to know. They become men, they become adults, they 25, they 30, whatever. If you didn't learn what you were supposed to learn, like those guys that you said came through, didn't even think about it, or you telling them, you may be telling them, this is what's going on, I had this happen, and they be like, oh, all right, that's but they don't know because they think in their mind they supposed to be listening to you vent. They think they doing a favor that.
No.
And I bet you they was raised by their mother.
No,
probably
wrong. The one who fixed my closet was raised by a single mother.
Okay.
And two of the people that I said, I don't have no gas in my car, and my gas tank will not open for me. will not open. I'm not home.
Okay.
I'm on the streets.
You
Both
made that
had-
call?
I made 2 calls.
Okay.
2. Count them. 2. And both of them were raised by 2 parents in the same household.
Now, of
And
course,
they did
you
not
know
help
every
me.
exception to the rule, right? But here's the thing with that: those guys wasn't serious about you.
No, and
Those
I know
two,
that.
the
and,
two,
and
with
that's why.
the 2 gasless guys. But
And that's
all
why
you
they got
had
my
to do,
entire
all you
ass
had
to
to do
kiss.
was post something on Instagram, and it would have been so many people there with gas cans. It'd
It
have been a
wasn't
tow
that I
truck
couldn't
there.
get my tank open. I had to go to a dollar store.
What?
I went to the dollar and see, and this is
When you say you couldn't get your tank over, was it frozen?
it wouldn't
closed?
it
What
wouldn't
do you-
pop open because
Okay.
it was listen.
You need a screwdriver.
Single woman for so long, I make do with the best I have. I went to the dollar store, got me a screwdriver, and I chipped some of the paint off trying to pry
Yeah.
that bitch open.
Yeah.
But I got it open.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh damn, you good now? Yeah. Now I ain't got no. Now I don't have no rep for you because I really needed you, and I'm not one that will be. I'm not comfortable with going to someone and asking for help. So when
It
I
took
asked
you a lot to ask them.
right, and so when I asked for help, and you just was like, oh damn. I'm not gonna ask you for help no more. But now, how I see you change because you may be
You
a
look at him different now.
man. You may be a man, but you're not the man for me. Because the man for me would have never left me out there like that, or didn't offer no help, didn't say, well, damn, can you call AAA or call a tow truck out? You know what I'm saying? I got you on like I'm on my way. Nothing. It was just like, oh well,
Was it football season when this happened?
no.
Okay. I'm not giving them an excuse. I just was wondering.
I was about to say I am 2-3 with you right now. If you giving them any more excuses,
No, I just think a lot of times guys get bad raps for, and I'm not saying that ignorance is an excuse, but a lot of times guys just don't know no better.
that's a shame. I mean, and I'll say the same thing for women because there are more women raised by just mothers, and they don't get to see what a man should be for a woman.
Yeah,
see,
that's true.
I
That's
had my
true.
grandfather, and I also had my stepdad. My stepdad and my mom have been together for maybe like 15 years now, almost, if not, more. My dad still opens all of her doors. My mother does not. If she still to this day touches a door, my dad will have an attitude that is not for her to do. If she needs something, he's there. I can call my dad right now. If he's coming through Pennsylvania, because he drives trucks or whatever. If he's coming through Pennsylvania, he going to say, all right, baby, give me 20 minutes. I'm going to be there. And, so a lot of females don't know what it is, a good man should be to a woman because they didn't get a chance to see it. So, you got to consider not to give us such a bad rep too. Okay, please and thank you. Not all of us are like that. Yeah, you do. Often. He dumps on women all the time. Please
Okay.
excuse
All right, maybe
him.
I do. Maybe I do. But you know why? Because guys get dumped on, and women
find
just
the
think that it's
smallest violin.
cool. Women just think it's cool to just dump on guys. Niggas ain't shit. Yeah, whap, yap, 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 yap. And that's just it. But there's a reason why when you say niggas ain't shit, it may not
But
be
hoes
so
and
much that
tricks.
the nigga ain't shit as much as the nigga is ignorant. So that nigga is not. That
Please
just nigga
explain.
just need to be taught. Some niggas don't
Okay,
know
well then
shit.
why should I train you? Why
I'm
should I
not-
have to be the one to train you for someone else?
So you gotta be selfish.
If
Have
that's
you
what
ever
you wanna
seen a
call
guy?
it.
So you've seen a guy with potential, but because he's ignorant to some of the things that he needs to do, you kick him to the curb,
Yes.
and that's fine.
And I'll do that
And then
now
the next
because,
lady will do the
because,
same thing.
Because I've done that already, and they've been great for someone. The shop is closed. I'm not building
So
a
you
nigga
think that
no more.
you fixed up a guy and he's been a
Guys.
good man. Guys, excuse me, sorry.
The building nigga workshop
And
is
you
closed.
and you have it didn't work out, and they went on somewhere else,
And
and
we're
you feel as
excellent.
though now it's all good,
Oh yeah, I should be getting thank yous at like weddings and things like that.
and these guys are married.
On their way to some of them.
So, do you think that maybe you got off the boat too quick?
No. Some of them left.
Okay.
Like people think that I have the best dating and love life ever. I have some of the worst. Don't get me wrong. I meet some really, really, really great guys, and it's not all of them. I have to take responsibilities for some of my things.
Whoa. Hey, wait a minute. Did y'all hear that? If you have a calendar right now, you're looking at this on your computer, please look at the date that you see, because I doubt that she will say that ever again.
Oh my God. Anyway, I have ran into some really great guys.
Have you messed up? Have you messed up in a relationship?
I have.
So there's a person out there somewhere where you like, dang, I messed that up. That's what's up. That's a surprise.
I can't stand you.
That's a surprise. I didn't know that girls had that. Like guys, like, you know, I talked to the fellas and, you know, that's the one that got away, or, you know what I mean? But I didn't know if women actually had like the one that got away.
Oh, well, I'm not saying it's that serious.
Okay, see, I knew it. I knew it. So you don't have a one that got away? Like, do women have that?
I think we all do. I think everyone does. I think that I have one that is that if he came around, you know, if the situations were different, everything would be shut down.
If the situations were different.
Don't ask me no questions.
So you would, okay, so what if the guy said, look, let me do what the guy's voice probably sound like. Look. No, but if he said, I want you to not do Nina B bartender.
No.
I want you to
not
do any public stuff. I just want you to be for me.
I've been asked that before.
Could you do that? You have been asked that before? Mm-hmm. So what'd you tell him?
No.
Nigga,
I'm still single, ain't I? He wanted me to give up everything and gain weight and spit out babies.
What does that mean?
He wanted me barefoot and pregnant.
Okay, you wouldn't have been barefoot all the time. In the wintertime.
I'm just saying.
I get it. And you turned that down.
Yeah. And I would never had to work no
Would
more.
he been able to provide for you?
Mm-hmm.
So why'd you say no?
Because I'm not giving up who I am for another man. I've done that already.
Okay. There you have it.
You have it.
You're lost, nigga. Did you offer him a compromise?
Yeah.
Which was what?
I still bartend and run my business and be who I am. And you said no.
What kind of compromise was that?
What you mean? He still would have had me.
Here's the thing. He wanted you. You know what you should have did? I don't think he was being diplomatic. You should have. You should have.
He's still coming to me to
You
this
should have
day.
hit me up at djdiamondk@gmail.com for consulting, and I would have given you some consultation, which I'm going to give you right now for free.
Oh,
so
God.
what
Here
you
we
should
go.
have done was say yes, and because you're the woman and you really control the world, women, what you should have done was say yes. Was he worth at least having one child for?
Next question.
A hush fell over the crowd. Okay, so since he wasn't worth
He
that,
would have cut.
assuming that he was worth for one child,
He was the type of
you
person.
could have did one,
No,
and
listen.
then said, you know, I thought I could do this, but no.
That would
And
have
then
been
he
too
would have
long for me to
switched.
sit still.
9 months.
Listen, he was the type that if you didn't do what he said, he was cutting things off.
Okay, so that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked because then he was the type that, and what I got it in my head was that at a certain point he probably would have been beating my ass, and I just couldn't. So,
Yeah, well that's not.
when people want to control you like that,
he was one of those cut your friends off type.
Yup.
Okay. Yeah, that's a clear warning sign right there.
yeah. So he had to get going.
Okay, well.
I would say your name, but I'm sure
Don't say
you know who it
don't-
is.
Don't say his name. All right. Well, maybe in another life.
No,
Okay.
not even there.
Damn.
Mm-mm.
No chance.
Nope.
He's like, remember that time?
Nope.
Damn.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And I've run into him out and things like that, or he's contacting me, via social media, and I've just been like, well, why we ain't work? Can we get another? Delete, block.
Damn.
Yeah, in every turn. But it is what it is. So I know that we are winding down on time, so I just want to kind of give you all some ways to catch up with us one more time so that way you don't miss out on anything. www.radioonfire.com. Also, you can catch me on Nina B Bartending. That's my personal IG page. And you can find me also on my business page, NBBHS _ official business page. That's the Nina B Bartending business page. Sorry, I drew a blank. And then you can find me at www.ninabbartending. Why am I like I'm all over the place today? Hold on. www.ninabbartending.com. Also on Facebook, Nina B Bartending. And there are 4 events that are public that you all can catch me at if you like. March 14th at the Delta Center from 9 to 1, 2501 Spring Hill Avenue. April 25th, over Accessorize event. It's a huge vendors event for ladies. Guys can come out too if you choose to. 3900 North Charles Street from 4 to 8. Then in May 23rd, there's an event at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center, 401 North Howard Street. That's from 10 to 2. And then also June 5th, that is from 6 to 10 p.m., 3610 South Hanover Street. If you need any information for any of those events, feel free to contact me directly. I can get you information. I can get you tickets. I can get you what you need. Just let me know. Otherwise, you can catch me behind the bar along with some of my wonderful bartenders at those events. Again, Nina B Bartending, Instagram or website. If you want to reach me via email, mbbhs@yahoo.com. Again, this is the Voice of Reason with your girl Nina B. Catch us every Wednesday at 7 o'clock until 10. www.radioonfire.com. See you next week.